Good Saturday morning, everybody. It's time to cook a little something. Even though we're gonna be going out most of the day, I was roaming around in the freezer and I found this pork roast, y'all. It's been sitting in there for a couple of months or so, and it's about 3 pounds. Got that one bone right through the center, but it is really, really meaty. I mean, it's meat all the way through. So what I decided I'm going to do, I'm going to make up a little bit of a different kind of a sauce to go on it, and I'm going to put it in a cooking bag. I don't think I cooked anything for y'all in a cooking bag. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and get it seasoned up. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of salt on it. Just get it salted down, because you know pork, salt pork, no, I'm kidding. You have to put salt on pork, any meat for that matter. That was just a little pun. See how meaty it is on that side. So we're just going to get it salted up on both sides. Really, really good. And I'm going to go ahead and poke. I'm going to puncture it. Yep, I'm puncturing it. You know why? Y'all know why. Flavor. Still a little bit frozen in sin, but it won't matter. It's not frozen solid. So the next ingredient that I'm going to put on there, rather the next seasoning that I'm going to put on there is going to be, of course, you guessed it, my complete seasoning. Just get it doused up really good with that complete seasoning. I want all these seasonings to soak in really, really good, because it's going to be going into a when I pour my marinade over there. Ideally, if I had thought of this last night, I would have done all this last night, but I didn't, so it won't matter because I poked it, remember? Okay, and then we're going to do a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and I'm just going to shake it. I'm shaking. This is one of those impromptu, spur of the moment. I'm going to put this in the oven thing, because, when I get back later on, I might want to slice me some pork and have me a salad. And if Kareem wants there's some buns over there, he can slice him some and make him a sandwich out of it. So this is good for sandwiches, or I've been on my low and no carb kick, so I don't think pork has carbs. Anyway, I'll probably slice some later, and that's what I'll be eating. So, okay, let's continue with the ingredients here. We've got to get all the ingredients on there. Get all the ingredients on there. Probably should have done this in the reverse, but that's okay, because we're putting it in a bag, and all these seasonings are going to be on the meat, no matter how we cut it. Okay, now that I've got all these ingredients on the pork, I am going to show y'all what I'm going to put into the marinade that I'm going to put on. Okay, so far you see right here that little glass bowl there. I have a half a cup of apple juice in there, and I also have a third of a cup of some of my sweet homemade wine in there. That's just to give it some extra flavor and a little kick. Then I'm going to put into it, y'all know I got to put my brown sugar in there. I'm going to start out with a tablespoon of brown sugar, because I'm also going to be putting a half a cup of this food line vinaigrette. This is something new, so count it, mark it new. I'm going to go ahead and start out with a half a cup, kind of shake it up, half a cup of that. Oh, that smells so good. It's called a balsamic vinaigrette dressing. I'm going to go ahead and put 3/4 cup. I see where I'm going to need 3/4 of a cup in there. So I'm going to say 3/4 of a cup of that. Okay. And then, of course, we got to come back over here and we got to hit it with the same seasonings that I put on the meat. They're going to also be in the marinade. So that is a teaspoon of complete. Okay. And I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Before I get my half, there's my half. Okay, and then we're going to do a half teaspoon of black pepper. We just shake. We know when to stop. Okay, that's a good half right there. Or maybe that's more like a fourth. Okay. All right. So now we got all the ingredients in the bowl. So what we have to do now is start to mix. And I'm going to put this in my Ninja, because I want these ingredients well mixed, because I'm going to heat them when I want to make a marinade to have left over for later. But to start with, I'm going to have the marinade over the pork. Y'all know what that is, right? That's a half a stick of butter. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mix like so, because this is supposed to be like a, not like a, but it is supposed to be a sweet and sour marinade to go over that pork. And when I tell you that apple juice, you know, pork and apples is, oh, wonderful. Raspberry and pork is wonderful. Blueberries and pork is wonderful. But today we're going to do like a sweet and sour with, and I tell you what else, if this vinaigrette does not give me the tang that I need, I may have to add some vinegar. I don't know. But right now, I don't have vinegar yet. I've got the apple juice, I've got the wine, and I've got that balsamic vinaigrette. So it's blending up nicely. Just a little bit in the palm of my hand. Tastes pretty good. But I know I got to add some other things because it's not enough. Okay? I wanted to have a little bit more punch to it. So I'll add my other tablespoon of brown sugar in there. You know, brown sugar does not make things overly sweet, but sweet enough. And when I blend it, I'm sure this is going to be a little bit better even. Okay. Okay. May have to do a little bit of vinegar. I don't know. Let me just see. Of course, you know, on top there, what you see frothing is the butter. Oh my goodness, that's good. That's wonderful. I'm only going to add a little bit more of another couple tablespoons of that vinaigrette. And I don't need to add the vinegar because the vinaigrette has enough tang to it to give that sauce the taste that I want it to have. And of course, when that butter gets cooked and soaked in, yummy. It's going to be the best. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, so, perfect. So now, I'm going to go ahead and put this through the blender. And we'll be ready to put it onto the meat, put it in the bag, and put it into the oven. Now I'm hoping this is not too much for my cup here. When I say perfect, perfect. Just right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and blend this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my marinade all mixed up. There it is. That's what it looks like once you get it all blended up. And I'm going to start out by pouring a half a cup over that piece of meat. Because now you know inside that bag it's going to make some, it's going to have a lot of vapor in it. It's going to make some juice. So I'm just going to go like this. Make sure it's doused real good. Like I said, I poked it. So I'm assured that the seasoning is going to go. I'll just poke it a little bit more just for good measure. And I poked it on the other side pretty good as well. So making sure that marinade goes down through that pork. And this pork is going to have to cook about a good hour and a half. It's not an overly big roast. It's not real big. So a good hour and a half so it's not to dry it out. So I believe that's enough liquid inside of there. And then the next thing we're going to do, I had some little twist ties. Yeah, I see it. I can't believe it. I found my twist tie. Usually I have to tie it with them or not. I see the twist tie. Y'all seen the cooking bags. I'm sure you've used these before. Excuse me. It's right there. I'm just going to put that twist tie on there like so. And you know you have to puncture the bag so that it won't explode on you. Because if you don't puncture it, now it's going to explode. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to just power right open. So just close the end of it real good and tuck it like so. And I've got in one of these foil pans, So all I've got to do, I'm gonna always put a little water in the bottom of my foil pan, so if anything comes out, so I'm gonna just put a couple of slits on each side, like so. Now this way, unless the bag pops on the bottom somehow, pretty much the juice should stay inside. But in any case, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little water in the bottom of mine because I want all the moisture that I can have inside of that bag. So we're just gonna go ahead, pour about a half a cup of water in there. Won't hurt a thing. Got the oven already set to 350, and we're gonna bake this dear little roast for an hour and a half. So here goes into the oven for an hour and a half. Okay, got it on 350, and let's go ahead and put it in. Put it on that top rack, and I'm gonna do the timer. And I'm going to do one, okay, start. So it's an hour and a half I got it set for, so in an hour and a half it'll automatically turn off, of course. So when it comes out, dears, it should be nice and tender and ready to slice and make some nice sandwiches with some good old buns. I'm going to stop by and get some of those nice hoagie buns for them. And I'm going to have a nice salad with mine. So listen, guys, hang in there with me, and we will check you out in an hour and a half and let y'all see what that roast looks like. Okay? Love ya.
Pick me up,
Okay, everybody. Here's Norik. He wants to say hello to the camera. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Oh, let me see the camera.
Okay, what are you going to do with the camera? That's it. You said hey to the camera. He is here helping me tonight with getting started with our Memorial Day dinner. So he's my little helper for the night. So the great reveal on that pork that I started earlier today, it cooked exactly 2 hours is how long I cooked it to get it beautiful, brown, and tasty, just like this. I went ahead, since I had apple juice in that marinade that I made to go over that glaze, I sliced some apples, just one apple, sliced it, and then I ran them through the microwave for about 2 minutes with that marinade over them, and then just laid them around that pork. So now we've got ourselves some sweet and sour apple glazed pork. Now, what we're going to eat this with probably is a salad or some rice or some creamed potatoes. I'm going to just have mine personally with a nice salad. And that's just it, just the meat and the salad. Kareem will probably eat rice or potatoes. But there it is. A real quick, simple dish to make. If you got a roast that you've been had sitting in the oven, in the freezer for a little while, just take it out and season it up the way we started out with it. Season it up real good. Put it in one of those cooking bags, and it cooks your meat to perfection. So, listen, that's all I have for this piece of pork right now. We're going to show it the rest of the way through.
On my back, okay?
So, what we're going to do now, we're going to let Norik say bye again. You're going to say, okay, look at the meat. See there?
Okay, there's one pin and the Mickey Mouse, and they can forget.
Okay, say it now. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, say toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Okay? Keep those prayers going up, y'all, so the blessings will continue to come down. Until I cook for Sunday dinner tomorrow, which will be our Memorial Day dinner, I'm going to say thank you guys for tuning in, for hanging out with me all day today, because it's been an all-day thing. And until I cook again, y'all, toodaloo. Love you guys.